Tackleberry, you're next.
Come with me.
Police Academy, 1984. This right here is the moment a side character became a legend. Directed by Hugh Wilson and starring Steve Guttenberg, Michael Winslow, Kim Cattrall, Bubba Smith, G.W. Bailey, and David Graf as the one and only Eugene Tackleberry. So, here's the setup. The mayor has thrown open the doors to the police academy. Anyone can join, no restrictions. And what walks through those doors is the most chaotic, unqualified, gloriously unfit group of recruits ever put on screen. You've got Mahoney. He's the wisecracking con artist who's only there to avoid jail. Then you've got Jones, the human sound effects library. And Hightower, the gentle giant. And actually, Hightower's the only one taking any of this remotely seriously. And we find out why later in the film. Then there's Hooks, who can barely speak above a whisper. And Barbara. Barbara, he's a walking health and safety violation. And finally, there's Tackleberry, the group's resident gun nut. He loves weapons. He loves authority. He loves the idea of law enforcement, possibly a little too much. But up to this point, he's been part of the ensemble. One gag among many. He hasn't had his moment yet. And then they get to the firing range. Now, I've worked in the movie and entertainment industry for over 35 years. From post-production to press, I've seen blockbusters, I've seen flops, and plenty of hidden gems. And here at Screen One, we focus on our love for all things essential cinema. And we're building our very own video store society. So why don't you join us today with what we're building by hitting that subscribe button? Because I've been watching, collecting, and obsessing over films like this for every one of those 35 years plus. And I can tell you, this scene in particular is how you build a comedy character in under 2 minutes. So let me show you why. Subscribe, hit the bell. This is what we do here. And let's roll the clip.
Hightower, you're first. Let's go.
Come with me.
Ready now, sir. Thank you. Got him.
Tackleberry, you're next.
Come with me.
Hey! Tackleberry!
Right. Let's break that down. Throughout the entire course, this merry band of misfits have been failing spectacularly, consistently, almost impressively. The only one taking it seriously is Hightower, and everyone else is all over the place. And nowhere is that more obvious than the firing range? I mean, Barber is so clumsy, he nearly shoots half his classmates. It's chaos. People are ducking, shells flying, instructors certainly regretting their career choices. It's funny, but it's the kind of funny you're expecting from this film. And then the one person who we've been waiting for steps up. Tackleberry, the group's resident gun nut. And he doesn't just prove he can handle a weapon, he proves he's everything and more. With a little extra on the side. The loading is smooth, practiced almost military. The aviators go on like war paint. And when he fires, there's no stumble, there's no slapstick, no fumbling. He's surgical. He is in complete control. But then, that's the joke. Everyone else is a disaster. Tackleberry is an actual one-man army trapped in a police comedy. He's not just a gun nut. He's genuinely, terrifyingly competent. And that gap between how absurd the situation is and how deadly he is about it, that's where the comedy lives. David Graf plays it straight, not just a flicker of a smile, and that's what makes it land so hard. It's one of the cleanest jokes in the entire film. And if you've seen Police Academy, you know exactly what I mean. But here's the thing that people forget about the scene. It doesn't just get a laugh, it actually changes the film. And it changed something for me too. I mean, I was too young to see Police Academy at the cinema. But a couple of years later, it found me like the way all the best films did back then on VHS. And I'll be honest with you, up to that point, it was probably the funniest film I'd ever seen to that point. And without question, definitely the rudest. The swearing, the nudity, the jokes that absolutely no one was screening for age appropriateness. For a kid in the mid-80s, it was like finding buried treasure. That wasn't meant for me, and that's what made it even better. I loved all of them. Jones and his sound effects, Mahoney running rings around everybody. But it was this moment, the firing range scene, when Tackleberry stepped out of the pack and proved his worth. He wasn't just comic relief anymore. He was the character. The one you wanted to see every time he appeared on screen because whatever he did next was going to be brilliantly, dangerously excessive. And what I genuinely love about it is it elevated the whole film. Police Academy was already funny, but Tackleberry gave it that edge, a wild card. Every sequel knew it. He became the heartbeat of that franchise. And it started right here on the firing range with a pair of yellow aviators and that shotgun. So that's why this moment matters. That's why it's one of my Screen One essentials. If you grew up with this film, drop your favourite Tackleberry moment in the comments. I want to hear it. And if this is your first time discovering Police Academy, well, you're welcome. So, like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. And remember, essential cinema, always.